Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Balls of Fury from 2007. It's directed by Robert Ben Garant and stars Dan Fogler and George Lopez. I really like Balls of Fury. No, that's not a good thing. Let me explain. This film participates in a light bit of racism and homophobia, which are not laughing matters. This is really troubling because everything else about this movie I found really funny and entertaining, which came as a huge surprise because I went into this fully expecting this movie to suck. I guess it's a good thing that I can still be surprised. So let's get the nasty part out of the way first. There is a tiny bit of homophobia towards the end of the film in a way that I can't really describe without spoiling something that starts out a fairly unoffensive and funny joke, but it soon spirals out of control in the last act. And there's a little bit of racism, although I'm not sure how upset to be about it because Christopher Walken's Fang character never claims to be Chinese at any point, so maybe the racism is reaching a bit. Now on to the good stuff. Even though that stuff should put me off this film, and normally it would, I find this film so infectiously funny that I can't resist it. But it's another one of those funny films in the way that The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle was funny. In other words, I might be the only one in on the joke. The cast is to die for, with Christopher Walken, George Lopez, Terry Crews, Patton Oswalt, James Hong, Aisha Tyler, a hilarious role for Reno 911's Thomas Lennon, and it stars Dan Fogler, who was getting a little push to become a big thing back in 2007 and 2008. There are some severely funny jokes in this film that I don't want to spoil here on the off chance you find it funny too when you see it. It's about a man played by Fogler who has to play deadly underground ping pong in order to take down a ruthless crime boss. This film was another gift, this time from one of my brothers. It's brought to us by the brains behind TV's Reno 911, which is a hilarious but problematic series in its own right. This definitely explains why Thomas Lennon's manically brilliant Carl feels like it was written for him, because he's one of the writers of the film. Overall, there are some reasons I shouldn't like this film, but the charm of the film wins out in the end with me, but I can definitely see a world where you might not agree with me on whether this movie is funny enough to redeem itself, which is why I'm going to give Balls of Fury a B-. Tomorrow is the first of many Jason Statham films because I'm kind of obsessed with him. It's the bank job. See y'all then.